Welcome to Lunatech World, your daily update on what's shaping America's tech future. Today's top stories include major AI breakthroughs, chip production updates, and a big move by Microsoft. Let's dive in. Amazon's $38 billion OpenAI deal marks major AI comeback. Amazon has struck a massive $38 billion deal with OpenAI, signaling that it is no longer lagging behind rivals like Microsoft and Google in the artificial intelligence race. The partnership aims to integrate OpenAI's advanced models, including ChatGPT and GPT-5, with Amazon Web Services (AWS), to enhance cloud-based AI offerings for businesses. This move strengthens Amazon's position in the rapidly growing AI market, allowing developers to build smarter applications using OpenAI's technology on AWS infrastructure. Industry analysts view the deal as a strategic step to close the gap with Microsoft's Azure, OpenAI alliance and to reinforce Amazon's role as a major force in global AI innovation. Spotify profit outlook beats forecast on price hikes, user boom. Spotify projected a profit higher than Wall Street expectations, driven by strong user growth and recent subscription price hikes. The music streaming giant added millions of new users globally in the latest quarter, pushing both premium and ad-supported subscriptions upward. Spotify's strategy of raising prices across multiple markets without major subscriber losses has boosted its revenue margins significantly. Analysts say this marks a turning point for Spotify, which has long prioritized growth over profitability. The company's focus on personalized features, podcasts, and AI-powered recommendations continues to attract users, positioning Spotify as one of the most financially resilient players in the global streaming industry. Nintendo raises Switch 2 forecast to 19 million units. Nintendo has increased its sales forecast for the upcoming Switch 2 console to 19 million units, reflecting strong demand expectations ahead of its launch. The higher target suggests that Nintendo anticipates strong enthusiasm from both loyal fans and new gamers, even amid growing competition from Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox. Industry analysts say the upgraded forecast indicates confidence in the console's improved performance, upgraded graphics, and hybrid gameplay design. Nintendo's decision also hints at a potential boost in revenue from hardware sales and first-party game releases. With this move, the company aims to extend its dominance in the global gaming market well into 2026. Norway Wealth Fund rejects Musk's $1 trillion Tesla pay deal. Norway's sovereign wealth fund, the world's largest investor, has announced it will vote against Elon Musk's $1 trillion Tesla compensation package, citing concerns over corporate governance and excessive executive pay. The fund, which holds a significant stake in Tesla, said the proposed payout is disproportionate and lacks sufficient justification tied to long-term performance. Musk's pay deal, initially approved in 2018, has faced renewed scrutiny after a U.S. court struck it down earlier this year, calling it unfathomable. Despite the setback, Tesla's board is seeking shareholder reapproval. The Norwegian fund's opposition could influence other major investors as the vote approaches, adding pressure on Tesla's leadership. Shein faces scrutiny in France's fast fashion battle. Chinese online retailer Shein is under intense scrutiny in France as lawmakers and fashion groups push back against the company's fast fashion business model. Critics argue that Shein's ultra-cheap clothing, rapid production cycles, and alleged labor and environmental violations are hurting local designers and the planet. France's proposed legislation could impose stricter sustainability standards and limit ultra-fast fashion imports, directly challenging Shein's growth in Europe. The company, however, defends its model, claiming it uses on-demand manufacturing and digital tools to reduce waste. This debate reflects a broader global tension between affordability, sustainability, and ethical production, and could reshape how fast fashion giants operate in European markets. COP30 host Para balances Amazon mining past and green future. Brazil's Para state, set to host the COP30 climate summit, symbolizes the tension between economic dependence on mining and the global push for sustainability. Once fueled by manual mining in the Amazon, Para now stands at the crossroads of tradition and innovation. The region remains a key exporter of iron ore, bauxite, and other minerals vital to modern industries. However, Growing environmental scrutiny has prompted local authorities to adopt cleaner technologies, digital monitoring, and AI-driven sustainability efforts. With COP30 approaching, PARA aims to showcase how resource-rich regions can transition toward greener development models, balancing economic growth with commitments to protect the Amazon's fragile ecosystems and climate goals. Verizon, AWS build new fiber network to boost AI power. Verizon and Amazon Web Services, AWS, have expanded their partnership by launching a new high-speed fiber network designed to support the growing demand for AI and cloud-based applications. The network aims to deliver ultra-low latency and faster data transfer for enterprises deploying generative AI, machine learning, and edge computing solutions. Verizon will leverage its vast telecom infrastructure, while AWS will provide cloud and AI capabilities to power next-generation digital services. This collaboration is expected to help industries like autonomous vehicles, healthcare, and manufacturing accelerate innovation. The move underscores how telecom and cloud giants are aligning to build the backbone for the global AI-driven digital economy. Australia orders streamers to spend 10% on local content. Australia will soon require global streaming platforms like Netflix, Disney+, and Amazon Prime Video to invest at least 10% of their local revenue in Australian-made content. The rule, set to take effect in 2025, aims to boost the country's film and television industry while ensuring more local stories reach global audiences. The government says this mandate will help protect cultural identity and support jobs in creative sectors. Streaming companies have raised concerns about flexibility and implementation costs, but officials insist the regulation is fair and necessary. The move aligns Australia with countries like Canada and France, which already enforce similar local content quotas. China blames Netherlands for failing to resolve Nexperia dispute. China has accused the Netherlands of not making sufficient efforts to resolve the ongoing dispute over Nexperia, a Chinese-owned semiconductor firm forced to divest its stake in a Dutch chipmaker due to national security concerns. The Dutch government ordered Nexperia to sell its shares in Noe Energy earlier this year, citing risks tied to China's influence in critical technologies. Beijing criticized the move as politically motivated and a violation of market fairness, urging the Netherlands to correct its mistakes. The conflict has further strained China-Europe trade relations, highlighting growing tensions over technology ownership, investment screening, and supply chain security in the global semiconductor industry. Sam Bankman-Fried seeks new trial over FTX fraud conviction. Lawyers for Sam Bankman-Fried, the convicted founder of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX, are preparing to request a new fraud trial, arguing that key legal errors and unfair procedures led to his conviction. Bankman-Fried was found guilty on multiple counts of fraud and conspiracy for misusing billions in customer funds to support risky investments and political donations. His defense team claims the court restricted crucial testimony and failed to ensure a fair trial. Prosecutors, however, maintain the verdict was based on overwhelming evidence. The move for a retrial comes ahead of his sentencing, where Bankman-Fried faces the possibility of decades in prison if the verdict stands.